Gonna meet up here. We got a lady asking about the motorcade that's coming here. Where's it ending? They're ending here. Right here. Had a great turnout so far. Awesome, eh? Guys, we're live in 45 countries.
Awesome. Hello, everybody all over the world. Freedom. 45 countries. Yeah. Nice.
We're gonna get going here shortly on some speeches. Check out the website, openupyourbusiness.ca. If you're anywhere in Canada, this is for you. Good turnout so far.
We have a great turnout today.
I can't hear myself. There we go. Hey, check, tested. Sounds better. Check, check. Rise up. Rise up.
Where are you going?
Rise up. Rise up. Okay, we're gonna get started here in a couple minutes, guys. Thank you, everybody, for being here. This is incredible.
Woo!
Rise up. Freedom.
Freedom! Freedom!
Freedom! Freedom!
Freedom!
Freedom! Freedom! Freedom!
It's okay.
I know you got the classes organized on this one. I know you got all the sports status. So, a lot of people are saying we're causing a division by coming here. I really don't agree with that, because if you think about it, like, look around. This is an expansion. We're joining forces everywhere because there's a lot of people that don't agree with this, and you guys are proof. World Freedom Day! Yeah! We are broadcasting live in over 45 countries right now. So my name's Brandon Austin. I've been working on this for about 25 days now. And for the turnout so far, I can't believe it. 25 days it's taken to do this. And I can't explain how happy I am that you guys are here. So we're gonna get started with some speeches. I think a couple people are running late, but it's a protest and that's what happens every week. So if anybody wants to come up here, come talk to me. We'll get started. We'll get some music going until then. Yeah, just keep on tracking, guys. Rise up! Rise up! Thank you. So we got Daryl that's going to come up and say a couple words, all right? He's a teacher in the region of Durham.
All right, Whitby. Thank you guys all for coming out to the Whitby Freedom Festival today. It is great to stand together. My name is Daryl Mackey. I'm a teacher here in Durham. I don't play pretend COVID games. I have not changed my lifestyle one way since this whole Wuhan flu came into existence. Can I even say that? I still do normal things. I shop without a mask. I celebrate Christmas with my family. I hug and I handshake. If I'm the only one in Walmart without a mask and a vaccination scar, I'm okay with that. I think the way that people are acting here these days is crazy. And I don't care if everybody's doing it. If everybody was jumping off a cliff, would that be okay? No, that's child's play. Imagine if normal people acted like they do today just over a year ago. You picture yourself at a concert saying to people, stand back 6 feet, stand back, stay away. People would think you were on LSD. Imagine being in a bank and seeing a sign that said no mask, no service. You'd think you're in the Twilight Zone. It's crazy what's going on. Imagine canceling every single celebration that you love, like Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, Canada Day. Imagine not seeing your friends and family, not letting your children play with other children. You would see them as child abuse. Imagine being asymptomatic and voluntarily isolating yourself in a facility and paying for it. Imagine yourself clamoring and celebrating getting a vaccine against something that you never heard of a year ago, a vaccine that you also never heard of a year ago. People are like, pick me, pick me. And when they get it, they're kind of like, F you suckers, I got the vaccine, I can travel now, I can walk around, I can shop. So, we're a year into this madness. Where are we now? We're on the front lines of the battle for freedom. People are actually walking around like I just described. We're sitting here taking a stand for freedom, for truth, for what's right. We're watching our loved ones sign up and take this back. It's like that ship has started to sail. What do we do? What do we say to our loved ones once they've already got it? I listen to some of the frontline doctors and they don't have an answer. This is really troubling me. I don't know what we do about it. All I can do is pray that they don't get a bad dose of vaccination. And I also pray that all of us don't respond the same way that kind of they are to us and be like, when the vaccine side effects start kicking in, F you suckers, I didn't get the vaccine. I can still walk and talk and breathe and pray and see and reproduce. Let's not be like that, guys. My level of concern over this coronavirus is way, way, way down here. Right from the start, I heard a still small voice saying this is not the truth. This global pandemic, lockdown, police state, mark of the beast system is against my conscience. But amazingly, something really miraculous has happened to me in terms of thinking about stuff. My level of gratitude in this time, for whatever reason, has gone way, way up here. And I don't know if you feel it too, but I want to recognize a few people that I'm thankful for and I'm inspired by. Freedom fighters that are on the front lines fighting for truth and what's right. The first thing I'm grateful for is people like you. All of us here today, give yourselves a hand, yes. All of us here today who are doing what we can, trying to make a difference, trying to do what's right. We're trying to be true to what our conscience is telling us. We know that spiritual health, mental health, emotional health, and physical health all matter. But so do economic health, and so does the health of our charter rights and freedoms. By standing here today, we're standing together against lies, and we're standing together for the truth. And it's been a blessing and encouragement to be with all you guys. When we get together and we hug and we handshake and we laugh together and we look each other in the eyes, we are reminding each other that we are on the side of the good, the right, and the truth. And more than that, we are together reminding each other that we are sane. It feels good, right? To know, how do we know that we are sane? It's because we're thinking critically and we're asking good questions. Jesus said, ask and it will be given, seek and you shall find, knock and the door will be open to you. We need to hear each other's stories, hear each other's questions, hear each other's perspectives. We need to be together with like-minded people and bond over something important. And I want to ask you today, what is that thing that's important? What is it that we all agree about? What are we here for? I don't have to say it. You know in your heart, what is it? What are we here for? For me personally, one of the greatest disappointments in this whole thing that's gone on is that the churches have closed their doors. I am 100% disappointed in all of the churches around here. I don't know how the church who wants to support people's spiritual health can close their doors in the most difficult time that we've ever experienced in our lifetime. How do they expect people to want to go back when things get better when they're acting like that? But despite all that, I'm here to tell you some positive stuff. And there are some pastors who are taking a stand, who are being courageous and brave and selfless and sacrificial, like Henry Hildebrand, who's staying with us from the beginning. James Coates in Alberta, who defied the lockdown, opened his doors, and went to jail. Pastor Rayu in Waterloo, who's opened his doors and got an $84,000 fine. And he said, you know what? That's my $84,000 act of worship. And for me, my favorite pastor is John MacArthur down in California. This guy is 81 years old. He opened his doors wide open, stood up to the pulpit, and proclaimed there is no pandemic.
Yeah!
I'm also thankful for the small business owners and organizers who put themselves out there and use their personality to inspire us and encourage us, like Adam Skelly of Adam's Barbecue. He told us to risk it for the brisket. Chris Sky, who's leading by example, this guy. Lamont from The Line, who's given people a voice. Vlad from Over Mask, who's inspired us and given us lots of resources. Dermot right here from Rise Up Durham, and all the people locally what they can. And I'm also thankful for the professionals, these doctors, frontline doctors, who have shared their knowledge so we can make some informed decisions. I'm thankful for people like Rebel News, who are asking the questions we want to be asked. You know what? I would rather live in a place where there's questions with no answers than answers with no questions. Very disappointed in most politicians, but I'm thankful for Randy Hillier, who stood up in the House and said, isolation facilities? Really? I'm also thankful for Max Bernier, who stood up and said, you know what? The second wave is here. And the second wave is socialism. When I heard that, I said, yes, brother. And they remind us why to ask ourselves, why are we giving up our rights and our freedoms so happily and so voluntarily? The end goal of this COVID is total control, obedience, compliance, and submission. But we stand together against the lies, against tyranny, and against evil and getting carried away. That's not why I'm here. I'm not here to be negative. I'm here for one reason and one reason only. I'm here to remind all of us that what we stand for is greater than what we stand against. Woo! Truth is greater than lies. Light is greater than darkness, and God is greater than the devil. I stand here today on the side of Almighty God for the gospel of Jesus. And I want to remind you of the good news because I love you as my neighbors. Let's focus on what we're here for and who we're here for. We are on the side of the good, the right, and the true. So what do we stand for? Freedom! We stand for freedom. We stand for liberty. We stand for personal responsibility, and we stand for God-given rights. Who are we fighting for here? We are fighting for love. We are fighting for our children's future. We are fighting for hope. We are fighting for the people in the past who fought and died and sacrificed their lives for our freedom. We're not giving up on them. We're fighting for the faith that runs from the past to the present to the future. And we are fighting for the truth to be able to say 2 + 2 = 4. So what do we do now? We're a year into this madness. United non-compliance. Yes. I choose not to participate in the global pandemic lockdown mark of the beast system. It is against my conscience. Together, let's start saying yes to normal daily life. Let's start saying no to any orders that violate our charter rights or our conscience. Let's go visit friends and family. Let's stop voluntarily wearing a mask. Do have conversations and share information. Don't voluntarily go to an isolation facility. Do open your churches and businesses. Don't take an experimental vaccination.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Woo!
Do remember your rights and freedoms. Don't take the vaccination. Do consider the gospel of Jesus Christ in these difficult times. And don't forget Christ's words. You shall know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And that is the bottom line.
Freedom! Freedom! Freedom!
Freedom!
Guys, look over here. The line candidate just came from Toronto to give us some help over here.
This is great.
How you doing?
She's crying. Natasha's crying. Oh. I love it. That was amazing.
So freaking awesome.
You want to take over for a minute?
Yeah, sure. That was awesome. Are they coming in now? I think so.
So what does this
Yeah, they're parking. This is the line Canada. So
What does it mean, line Canada?
the circle is the letter O for oppression.
Okay.
We're drawing the line to end oppression.
Oh, that's good, good, good. So this is our Canadian symbol for that?
Yeah, this is the line Canada.
Why is
All the
different countries?
cars that just came in
Yeah, I see
are
that.
from the line. There are other organizations in different countries and whatnot, but it was founded in Toronto, and we're across the country now.
It's called the line.
The line.
L-I-N-E.
L-I-N-E. Yep.
Okay.
Are you familiar with Kevin?
Pardon me?
No
Yeah.
Excellent. Montago's here. Thank you, Montago, for coming. We're going to resume the speeches as soon as everybody comes up, so don't go away. Let's keep this energy. Hey guys, like you said, we'll get the speeches going. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Dermot Pomeroy. Lamont's here. He's going to bring the police. I want to thank everyone for coming out. This is amazing. We had no idea what we were going to get, and obviously we got a pretty big turnout for Whitby. So I want to thank a lot of people that came from all over. There's people coming from Northumberland. There's a bunch of guys coming from Toronto, Lamont from the line, and brought a slew of people with him. So this is amazing. The line is a big part of this, and Brandon Austin, has been a proud supporter of the line, and he's been pumping this. And like I said, I think he said about 25 days. So the line's a big part of this. So just going to tell you a little bit about who I am. For those of you who don't know, I'm a father, 3, husband, obviously, and I started following what was going on at the beginning of this, a year ago, and decided that I wanted to do something. So, being as busy as I am, running a business and having 3 kids, the only thing I could think to do was start a Facebook page. So, I got a guy named Tino who designed this lovely logo here behind us, and Rise Up Durham. And we just started a Facebook group. We didn't know where it was going to go or whatever. Well, we got almost 900 members in it, and it's just a communication group that everyone's been talking. And I've been following all the protests that have been going on. I've been going down to Toronto, Parliament Hill, all over, and I've been a big part of this, trying to speak and speak the truth. I took a little bit of a break because I'm too busy, like I said, with 3 kids and a business and whatnot. But the weather's back. The weather's coming. It's starting to get nice again. I need a little bit of a mental break, but I'm back in with 2 feet right now, and I'm going to be focused on what's going on in Durham region. So for those of you who don't know, we've had a couple of protests the last few weeks at the Four Corners in Whitby. Those are going to continue. So next week at noon, we'll have the same thing going on. Hopefully you guys can make it out. This ain't going away anytime soon. We need to keep speaking. We need to keep acting up and speaking out. And, they're forcing these measures upon us. If anyone watched the video of Chris Guy the other day, the measures that they're going through to try to shut people up is unbelievable. They showed up at his house for something that supposedly happened a few days before when he was shopping without a mask, and tried to arrest him for common nuisance. They shut off Keel Street where he lives at both ends. They had, 30 to 40 police officers come and try and arrest him. He stood his ground and he spoke. He knew that they had no grounds to arrest him. They ended up giving a summons to go to court. Instagram got shut down for a while, as did Facebook, because the video was being spread so much. So that's how serious they are about shutting us up. So each and every one of us has a duty to keep fighting. It's great that everyone's here today, but we need to, speak to our fellow man and woman and try and get them out and keep pushing back. I know it's hard to get through to people sometimes, and they want to fight you on it, but you just got to lead with love. You can't fight them. All you can do is keep planting seeds. But each one of you guys are here today know what's going on. So let's get out, get down to the Four Corners in Whitby, and start speaking out and make a presence, and keep planting those seeds, and people will start questioning and scratching their heads and trying to figure out what's going on. So I thank you all for being here. We're going to keep going with the speeches. Tino, are you ready to go? We're going to get Tino up here next. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Brandon, for putting all this together. Anyone else involved, thank you for having everybody out here today. This is great. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful crowd. Thanks again, Line, for coming down. I just want to say, instead of next week going to Four Corners, I have a special announcement. we have some professionals coming out to speak live for the first time ever, and it's going to be in Toronto. So I'm going to ask if anyone can be in Toronto in the Queen's Park area next Saturday, come and see me, get my email, because I can't make this public. Because we know what happens if we forecast the protests, the police are going to try and stop it, okay? So I'm not going to give any details online, but let me tell you, we have professionals flying in from out of province, as far as British Columbia, to be with us next week. They are very influential people, and they're going to make a difference, and you'll be proud to stand with them, okay? All right, I'm not bringing people down here just to rally. This is all great, but at the end of the day, we have to do some action. We're going to perform an action next week. Along with a rally, we're going to serve some sort of, let's say, letter to a specific organization. Okay, I would like you all to be there and support our professionals because they can make a difference. We can also make a difference, but we'll have to get in the faces of our politicians, our police officers, our doctors, and our school boards. Okay, because we can stand out here all day, but we're not making enough change unless they know that we're here. Okay, just like Berlin had 1 million people, Montreal had 50,000 to 250,000 people, but the lockdowns are still happening. We have to write our politicians. We have to tell them how we feel. They have to know that we're concerned. And as of right now, my MPP, he's lost my vote because he's not doing anything about it. And he knows that. You should all be writing your MPPs, your police stations. Please do it. Keep doing it. Because one email in your inbox really doesn't mean a lot. But if they open up their inbox and they see 1,000 emails, they're going to start thinking something's up. Okay, they need to know where we stand. And on that note, with our professionals, we have another lockdown coming next week. They're blaming it on variants, which they still haven't isolated. So we know that there's going to be a more strict and detrimental lockdown coming. And we need our professionals to come forward now. If you're a teacher, a doctor, a police officer, a paramedic, whatever you are, you need to stand up. We can't rely on the legal system right now. What a great turnout. Kids are going to suffer. So many people are going to die because of this draconian measure. So please, professionals, we can't wait for the courts. We need you to stand up and come forward now. Get in touch with our groups. Get in touch with me. We'll put you in touch with our professionals, and we're all going to come forward. We're going to make a difference. Thank you very much. Come and see me if you want to take part next week, okay?
No, I got one girl meeting first. All right, thank you, Tino. For anybody that can't be here next week, I suggest you go to Queen's Park and help him out. He's been working on this for a long time, and it's going to be amazing. So right now, I have a lovely young lady that would like to come up and speak. Her name is Shayna. So if you guys can help me out, give Shayna a round of applause.
I have tape over there. No. That's okay. The tape isn't a problem. It's like a sail.
All right, everybody. I am Shayna. My last name is Dallas. Brandon asked me to come here yesterday at like 5 p.m. So I haven't had time to memorize the whole speech. So I'm going to read it off my phone, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I wrote it at 7 a.m., so we're going to get it started now.
I don't think it like they were both on there. So I think Tony
if you want to know more about me, look up my other speeches I've done on YouTube under Shayna Dallas. I'm just here to speak my mind for a few moments. Despite everything that is going on in the world, I truly hope that all of you here and everyone listening is doing the best they can to cope. I know that it's tough and things are very, very hard and very different than we've ever had them in our whole entire lives. And it really fucking sucks. And we have to stay strong in this moment, and we have to keep on keeping on for the good fight for all of us and all of our freedoms. I know times are challenging to say the least for them. I can't imagine the toll that this is having on numerous amounts of people dealing with all different types of situations, young, older, anything, any breed, any age, any race. Everybody is having it rough right now. I encourage us all to stay strong. Stay strong and connected rather than divided and weakened, which a lot of people want us to be, is divided and weakened. We cannot allow that to happen. We have to stay strong together. We need to stand together and stick up for each other, fight for our rights and our freedoms. I often ponder if we are not even human anymore. I know that is a wild assumption, but honestly, can we even fight anything off with our own immune systems anymore? Can we? Are we even human? They're making it seem like we can't fight anything off with our own immune systems. We are born to fight these things off. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there are things that need medical assistance, but we really need to focus on taking care of ourselves, our mental health, our emotional well-being, our children, everything. Stop giving away your power, people! Facts, right there. Or is that a complete facade that we don't have the ability to fight things off anymore? There's no question that this virus is a thing. I will not say that it is not real. But, and to those who have lost anyone due to the virus, my condolences are to all of you, honestly. But may I ask, how long do all healthy human beings future, the children that are leading our future, need to suffer and sit down and not do anything with their lives as well? They are not allowed to properly socialize, the schools are shut down, the after-school activities are canceled, the camps canceled, the family and friend time done. How is this fair to the children that are going to be leading our future? How? This is madness, absolute fucking madness.
Do you have the license plate?
Okay? How about the mental health issues which I face day to day? Four crippling mental health issues that give me anxiety to even come up here and talk, but I'm trying my best. The mental health issues are skyrocketing at a very scary rate. The people who have hit their breaking point are literally trying to find help, and they're getting told that there is a wait time, or we don't have enough room for you, or we can't have you on board because there's nothing we can do right now. What are those people doing? They're just sitting there suffering alone in bed, which I know many people can't even get out of bed to even make anything of their life right now. They're turning to drugs and alcohol just to cope with the last little amounts that they have of their sanity, right? They're met with their story, the wait list is years or months long, and people are just saying, fuck it. They don't know what to do. So it's us that we need to help those people that don't have a voice, that are so low and feeling so down on themselves and all that. How long will those issues take to recover? That's the real issue. The overdoses and addiction, the people are spending the last dollars they have just looking for a fix to this madness, trying to pass the time away in hopes that one day things will get better. The elderly folks who are not allowed to have anyone around them while they're just trying to simply enjoy their last days with their loved ones. The last years, the last days, the last moments, they're trying to enjoy their life with their loved ones, and they can't even do that. What about all the other people who have family and loved ones that are here or in other countries and they can't visit them? What about those people who can't even see their families anymore because they can't travel? Why the fuck can we not travel? It doesn't make any fucking sense. The travel bans that some people are so scared to do. I just got back from Miami a little while ago, and I'm telling you, when I got to the airport, there was no social distancing, but apparently that's a huge thing. But you have us jammed up in a line to go get a test, and there's no social distancing there. That doesn't even make sense. It doesn't, like, I don't understand where the rules apply and where the rules don't apply. They can't see each other. The moments of marriage, the moments of death, the moments of success, and moments when they need each other the most. Nobody can attend. How is this all okay? I know they say it is for the greater good, but how do you rationalize not being able to attend a loved one's funeral or being there to support the birth of a newborn? How about the economy? How about all the people who lost their businesses that took them years and tons of money to acquire? All of the sacrifices those people had to make all of their fucking lives for 1 year to be slaughtered down, for other people to be able to be opened and other people are not. It doesn't make any fucking sense. It was just supposed to be 2 weeks. Just 2 weeks. But where are we now? We're a year into this, and where is the end? We have another wave coming up, which means more lockdowns. So how long are we going to be doing this? These are just a few of my concerns. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the crazy one. I don't know. But I honestly believe we need to stick together and fight for each other. Fight for the future of the children, and fight for our rights. We have one life to live on this earth, and I personally don't wish to live it in fear. Don't live life in fear. We're all together. We can all overcome this all together. If we all come together and we don't let them make us be divided and weakened, like just stay together because we can do this. All of us can do it together. Just don't divide. Okay? I pray. I take care of myself. I do my doctor checkup. I eat healthy. I work out constantly. I take my vitamins and I socialize. And I will tell you that I feel perfectly fucking fine. And I'm sure a lot of you guys do too. Don't let them put fear and scare into your fucking heads that we're all gonna just magically drop fucking dead. Because you know what? We're gonna be okay.
That's what I just told the dumbass across the road. He's like, yeah, I bet you guys are all fine on my
I'm healthy, and either you are or you most definitely can be. Just take care of your immune system, as under stress it can be susceptible to a vast amount of sicknesses. But they don't plaster that everywhere in the news. Why are we not talking about taking care of our immune systems more and making sure we're not stressful? All of the things that bring us joy are being ripped away from us.
My old friend.
I've seen some individuals who are enforcing rules break them. Is it rules for thee but not for we? How does it make anything better or stop the spread? Doesn't make sense at all. We should have a choice to live our lives as we see fit for our families and for ourselves. We should have been given a choice, and those that were severely scared and did not want to risk anything health related should have had the choice to stay home, while those who are healthy and not scared should have been able to go out and about and live life. In my personal opinion, I think that is exactly what should have been done from the very fucking beginning. Woo! How are our children? I don't have any children, but how are all your children's? Like, why are they being locked up for this? They're not scared. They're children. They want to live. They want to play. They want to enjoy life. They're gonna be the ones that are leading our fucking futures. Like, I don't get it. We should all have a voice. And if people are allowed to have their own opinions, why shouldn't we all? Why are some silenced? If indeed some are wrong, why aren't they allowed to have an opinion and voice it? We cannot allow ourselves to be silenced. That is not okay. And with that being said, let's continue to stand together, stand proud of ourselves for not giving up. And thank you all for coming out today. And I wish you all the best. And let's fucking beat the fucking shit out of this fucking lockdown, because fuck this shit.
Woo! Let's hear for Shayna. Is Josh Clausen here?
Yeah, it's up there.
Got a gentleman over here. His name is Nate. He's a concerned citizen. He's going to come up and say a few words.
My bum is getting wet. Where's the mountain?
I don't know. Helen is back there. She's got a flag.
Okay.
I don't know where he went.
I need my Zippo. While we're waiting, Phil Nichols has a website, iwantthetruth.ca. He's got some stickers down here. Come and grab them.
Wow, Whitby, holy shit.
Thank you.
Talk about a party.
Yeah, baby.
So I am Joshua Clausen from Northumberland Rise Up Coburg. And are you?
And some people here have seen me speak, other people haven't. So, biggest crowd I've ever spoken in front of, so I'm a little nervous. I'll just go with it. So what did we put up with this last year? A whole lot of bullshit, right?
Brandon, can you grab me a sticker, please?
So I got this little audio clip of our Prime Minister himself. And I am going to need everybody to hold on for a moment while I find it, because I'm really bad with technology here. And they called me up and I didn't get a chance to prep myself. Oh, come on now. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, no. Oh, no. So, yeah, anyway, this last year, what have we seen? We have seen a rise in cancel culture. We have chased down fictional cartoon characters and called them inappropriate, that they invoke rape culture or racism, yet we allow Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Call of Duty, you know. Our kids, they're little sponges.
Oh, don't forget Dr. Seuss.
Oh, yes, Dr. Seuss. Yeah, we picked on Dr. Seuss. Like, who picks on green eggs and ham?
Right?
So I still can't find my damn audio clip. Oh, dear. I'm so poorly prepared here. Anyway, what else we had to deal with? We've had to deal with the demasculization of men, the defeminism of women. And, I mean, my background is Norwegian and Irish. It's as white as it gets.
Happy
Okay?
St. Patty's Day.
And that doesn't make me a racist, because I am proud to be a white male. Okay? So, guys, we need to make sure that it's okay for you to be a man. It's okay for you to be white. It's okay for you to be black. It's okay for you to be Asian. Be whatever you want. We are all human, and we can all separate our own devices and stop making everything a social issue. Stop drilling into our children's brains that they have to wear these face diapers and that they're not allowed to speak unless they're spoken to, and they're not allowed to sit with their friends, and they're not allowed to play sports. It's absolute tyranny. We have seen the rise of the most corrupt government in the history of Canada. We have got a prime minister that can't answer a straight question, and he has got so much shit coming out of his mouth that I literally have to carry bags. Okay? They all spill the same repetitive garbage. Trudeau is an idiot. So, these lovely little things here, these masks, I think that this has single-handedly caused the biggest divide in social history. Yes, please.
Yeah!
Now, before I burn these things, we've discovered that these are actually useless, right? Everybody would agree with me? Okay. But there is a couple hidden uses, all right? Ladies, tie a couple together. Make a little maskini with it. Guys, you want to catch really good sun without burning the boys, you can make yourself a little banana hammock with it. The blue ones, they got Teflon, so shit doesn't stick to them, right? But without saying too many other words, I just like to make my civil disobedience simplified by telling Trudeau and Ford and Tam that they can go fuck themselves, because I am never donning a mask. Fuck the mask. Rise up.
Rise up!
And thank you for being here.
We were just talking about grass fires in your cigarettes, but all good. Let's hear it for Joshua, all the way from Northumberland. Woo! Rise up! Rise up! Liberté! Liberté! Guys, I just come to my attention. I think it's a black Mazda. It's a black hatchback anyway. Looks like it was not in gear and it rolled back in the parking lot up here. May have bumped into another car. I don't know if there's any damage, but whoever owns, I think it's a black Mazda, but you can see it from here. You want to go deal with that. And I have a gentleman that's going to come up here, Clint. He's a concerned citizen. He's going to say a couple of words. Let's hear it for Clint.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is not impromptu for me. I haven't got a speech prepared, but I'm really really enjoying to see other speakers and private citizens, which we all are, speak up. But first of all, I just want to say thank you guys for having a peaceful rally. You know, that shows that we're not just here to cause problems as much as we are to speak up, because we all have voices. And I think sometimes we forget that we do, even though sometimes we think our political system isn't effective. But numbers are really important, and over the past year, we've all been separated and couldn't form together to actually exchange information, even on social media. You know how that some of the platforms got restricted or shut down. In fact, I've got personal experience with that. So what's really important is that we do these kinds of functions, and next time when we come out, we come out stronger. Because I don't know about you, but I know there are probably lots of people here, including myself and my wife, that we've been kind of labeled as conspiracists, right? And I think, expect that to happen as you move forward, but don't let it daunt you, okay? Because eventually this tide will turn, and if we do it in a credible way, intellectually as well as emotionally and spiritually, that I think it's really important that we do things with some foundation. And that foundation also includes the law. And the law means that we have legal remedies, and it's called the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. I encourage every one of you, if you haven't already, print off a copy of that document. Take a good look at it, okay? Be familiar with it, because I've asked other people myself in my personal dealings. A lot of people aren't really that familiar that I've come across. But that's the number one ticket that we have, that this country and our forefathers really fought hard for us to develop it and create a constitution. But in this day and age, we're going to know that every one of those protected rights are going to be challenged in the days ahead. They already have. What we need to do is legally challenge them back in a very calculated way, as well as do peaceful demonstrations. But legally, we need to get on board to do that. And that's one of the things that I'm doing right now. I'm studying law. And I think it's so important that we have different fronts to address these issues that are going to challenge our personal liberties. If we give up those personal liberties, we're in trouble, big time. So you can do it in separate processes, like I think it was Natasha, I forget her first name, Dallas? Shayna. I think it's important. I can relate too. We just lost our mother-in-law in a hospital in southwestern Ontario. She didn't have COVID, but she had some other conditions that weren't being treated because they were worried about taking her to the hospital, and the nursing home she was in. Well, she wound up dying, long story short, alone, and we weren't allowed access, and she was only in the hospital a week. And, so you can challenge those processes legally. You can ask for, we all have to have, the government has to provide reasons for their actions. And you have a right to ask for those actions to be justified with reasons, just like you would if you went to court. A judge has to give reasons for a decision. So every decision that's made by the government, it has to be explained and justified. If it's not, then you have a case to dismiss those rules and procedures. And we can do that all individually in our personal experience with rules and regulations. And that's what I really want to give a message about today, is that don't be daunted by the fact that somebody makes a rule or somebody gives you a ticket, okay, that a ticket can't be challenged. And that means even a COVID ticket. And even these pastors that are being arrested and charged, that's all being challenged, okay? Because we have to set good precedent, good law to challenge. Nothing changes if nobody speaks up and nobody actually follows through with a legitimate response to what's being decreed upon you. So thank you everybody for coming out today. I'm really encouraged by this, and the more variety in speakers, the better. But the main thing is we stand strong together and collectively, in our communication and in our gatherings, okay? Because that is a fundamental freedom that we have, is to gather in assembly in a peaceful manner. If we lose that, you know what? The fight is really going to get handicapped, right? So thank you everybody for listening, and let's march on and rise up.
Great job, great words. Rise up! Rise up! Liberty! Liberty! Okay, up next we're going to get Bridget, if she's ready, from the youth, from the Lion Youth League. Bridget, you ready?
Hi everyone, I'm Bridget. I'm 15 years old and I'm from Toronto, and we came here today with the line. And right now, at school, we have to stay in our cohorts. We have to stay 6 feet apart from our friends all day, and we have to stick to our scheduled mask breaks. And those are the rules now, and that's normal. And our other option is to stare at our computers for at least 7 hours a day. That's what's expected to be active on our Zoom calls. And while we're watching it, we're watching somebody trying to figure out how to work their computer, how the escape key works, how to turn on Zoom, how to screen share. Meanwhile, they have 4 kids climbing up the walls in the background. And I really empathize for teachers. I really do. But the students have it really hard too. And being in this situation where I haven't seen my best friends in person since last March, an entire year ago. Teenagers need to be social. That's how we live, you know. You see kids going to the malls, you know, that's what kids do. But I haven't seen any of my friends in person for 12 months. That's not fair. That's not right. And beyond that, it's not even that I can't see them, it's that they don't want to see me because of what I'm a part of and what I've created. But I'm proud of what I'm a part of, and I'm proud of what I've created. I'm so glad that I'm here right now doing this and being a part of this and seeing everybody staring at me, smiling at me with their phones out. Instead of staying at home. Oh, it's Saturday, you know, because it's been a year. This is what we do now, and you know, I'm glad that it has, because with this opportunity that we've been given, we've been able to create so much out of it. Me and my friend Zoe, who's not here with me, she usually is. She's representing us in Toronto at Queen's Park. Me and her, we realized what kids are going through being kids. And we got to see what our friends are going through as well, because even though they might not be able to admit the fact that the lockdown has negative effects, there is, and we see that. And so we wanted to be able to represent them and to be able to find other kids to be able to speak to. And so we were talking about it for a while, and we decided that we want to make it possible for kids to find other kids and to be able to speak about it and be like-minded and not bully each other. Woo! And so we created with the Line Youth League. Woo! And anybody who wants to be a part of it can be. You know, we really want to meet other people and be able to have our lives back. So if you want to talk to the Youth League and you want to be a part of it, we're on Instagram, theline.youthleague. If you don't have Instagram, we can be emailed, youthleague@thelinecanada.com. And if you're not ready yet or you're shy, we have a website. Hello. With The Line Canada. You can find it under thelinecanada.com, or if you want to be fancy, thelinecanada.com/youth-league, or you can just go to The Line Canada and find it through there. And even better than that, we're at the same event right now. I'm so happy to see so many younger faces today. You don't usually see that in Toronto. Come talk to me, and you know, we'll be lifelong friends. Thank you.
Let's hear it for Bridget. Woo! Guys, that's what this is all about. It's all about the kids. It's about the future. I'm just going to say a quick word. I know I've been up here a few times, but Bridget, a couple of things she said hit home with me, because I am a father of three. I have 3 young kids who are doing the online learning at home. Right from the get-go, I didn't want to send them to school because I didn't want to mask them, because I know that, this is all bullshit. So I had a little bit of an argument with my wife at the beginning. She is a teacher, but she is waking up to what's going on, and they're in a difficult spot as well. But I just want to touch on what she's talking about, the at-home and learning. People might think, okay, it's okay, they're at home, they're learning and whatnot, but I got 3 kids. I got an 11-year-old boy, a 13-year-old boy, and a 7-year-old girl. How are you? Good. You want to say a few words?
Hi.
Hi.
What's your name? That's Cassandra. Let's hear it for Cassandra. So, like I was saying, I got 3 kids, 13-year-old boy, 11-year-old boy, and a 7-year-old girl, and they're learning at home. And I got one of them set up at the kitchen table. I got one set up in the dining room and one set up in the living room. And they're in their own little worlds. They're learning online. I also coached hockey, and at the beginning of this mess with the COVID, I decided I couldn't coach. There's no way I could go to the hockey rink and coach kids when they had masks on and continue this lie. So I just opted out. And I know it's it may seem unfair to the kids, because I just some people say, oh, you abandoned them. I didn't abandon them. I couldn't do it. I couldn't perpetrate the lie. So I stopped coaching. My kids weren't in hockey, but then they begged me, we wanted to play. So even though they know that the masks are bullshit, they just wear them to get to the ice, and then they take them off. And my daughter's in karate, and that's the only social life she has. So she goes and does the karate with her mask on, but other than that, they don't mask. They go shopping with me, they don't mask. But that's the world they're living in. And my boys at least have each other, because they're close in age. They hang out. There's a couple of kids in the neighborhood who, they can hang out with. Their parents know that this is what it is. But my daughter has nobody. There's no friends in the neighborhood. She has no one to associate with and hang out. And I can see the change in her personality, the longing she has for friends, and it breaks my heart every time I come home. She's literally clinging to my leg, and she's craving daddy's attention, craving anyone's attention, because she's lost. And it breaks my heart to see that's what's going on, but it's going on everywhere. And it gets me down, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who struggle with depression. But I struggle with it a bit myself, and at times I wake up at 1 in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm awake till 6 o'clock, and then by the time I'm ready to get up, I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. So I encourage anyone that's going through that, reach out to your friends. Try and get outside, try and get some exercise, get some fresh air, but speak to people, because it is depression. It's bad. What they're doing to us is wrecking our minds. It's messing with our psychology, and I just want to drive that point home, that we have to be there for each other. So I'm not going to say too much more. One other thing that I got going on, we have an initiative, Open Up Your Business. A lot of business owners out there don't know what to do. They know that this is it's bullshit, and they're abiding by the measures. They don't know the law. They're scared. They're afraid that if they let you in without a mask on, that they can be fined, and because they don't know. They really don't know what's going on. The government is not really telling them all the correct information. So I started an initiative. It's called openupyourbusiness.ca. Go to the website, register, and just send us an email. And all we're trying to do is get business owners together in one area where we can have a couple of Zoom meetings, and we can get talking, let them know what their rights are, and try and get some sort of pushback from businesses. We don't have all the answers, but together collectively we can talk, and there's strength in numbers. So I just wanted to give that a plug. I also want to give the Line Canada a plug. They've been doing this, basically from day one. They've donated this the sound equipment here. They've got the line going, the Drive the Line going on every Sunday, and they're streaming now. They're incredible. They're doing amazing things. So let's hear it for the Line. Alrighty, I'm going to shut up because I've rambled on too long. I've got a couple of Open Up Your Business cards here. I'll just hand out. Anyone who wants them, just take them. There's no money involved. Just go register. And I'm going to get Natasha up next. Natasha got a few words to say, but I think, oh, so you want one for mommy? There you go. Okay, Natasha, you ready?
Thank you, Dermot.
I am from Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. I moved to Oshawa about a year and a half ago. I didn't know anybody. No friends, no family. I moved here to start over, have a better life for myself. And there's a big elephant in the room since this whole thing started. So that elephant is depression, anxiety, suicide, and nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about it. 1 in 3 people suffer from depression.
Thank you.
The number 1 cause of death amongst children aged 10 to 14 right now is suicide. I don't understand how Trudeau, Doug Ford, Tory, nobody, they're not talking about it. They don't care. You don't have COVID. They don't care. They do not care. I don't want to be up here too long, but I'll give you a little brief. 3 years ago, I was in a car accident. My whole life has changed. I have new challenges. I have cognitive disabilities, lost feeling in several different parts of my back. I have herniated discs in my neck, my lower back. I have herniated and bulging discs, and I have fibromyalgia. For the last 3 years, I've been living in pain. And being around here in Toronto is the best place for me to be because of the doctors. Here in Nova Scotia, they don't have their shit together when it comes to doctors. So what I want to say is, I have appointments to get a breast examination done where I have lumps in my breast from the car. You cannot have your ultrasound unless you wear a mask. I said I'm medically exempt. I can't. I said, sorry, you can't have your ultrasound. You also cannot have your back surgery if you can't wear a mask. I'm stuck living in chronic pain every day. No one cares. No one cares. So I want to say, Doug Ford, do you know that I cry almost every day? Do you know that I live in pain every single day of my life? You know what that kind of pain is? It's the kind of pain that makes you want to die. My life. It doesn't mean the pain, the depression, the anxiety amongst people is real. People are suffering. I have not seen my family in 15 months. I went 8 months without a hug. I lived in my basement by myself for a year until I met Brandon and Jessica and Lamont and Helen, just to name a few. Until I met Brandon and Lamont and Helen. I just want to say that. Sorry. I just want to say that there was many days that I sat there and I contemplated to leave this world because I had nobody. Nobody cared. So I know what it's like to suffer. I know what it's like to have depression, to live with it every single day.
Not alone, girl. No more. We love you.
And it wasn't until, I met a lot of these great people that I realized I'm like, wow, people do care. People do care about me. They care about my pain. They care if I suffer. And you know what? I chose not to do it. I chose not to do it.
Good for you.
And every day I choose not to do it because I have people like you who care about people like me. I don't need Trudeau. I don't need Doug Ford. I don't need John Tory.
We just need you.
I don't need any of them. I need you guys. You guys are what gives me the motivation to go on. And despite the chronic pain, this to me is worth it. You guys are worth it. And I just want to say thank you because, I didn't think I was going to live to see my 37th birthday next month. I really did. So here I am, guys. And I'm fighting every day, and I love you all. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Natasha. We love you. If anybody's interested, we're live in over 45 countries right now. So we're gonna get ready for a march here. You guys wanna go? Okay, so anybody that came with the Lion or the Northumberland Rise Up groups, you guys wanna get in your cars here in a couple minutes, we're gonna pack up. We're gonna go south on Gerard here, and we're gonna go head up to the Four Corners and make some noise over there. You guys okay with that? Sorry, Garden. Sorry?
Is it okay if I say a few words?
Sure. Okay. You only have a couple minutes though, okay?
That's fine.
All right. Here, let me try to get this mic. What's your name?
Devin.
Okay, before we do that, Devin just came up to me and asked if she could say a few words. So if you guys want to hang out for another couple of minutes, give her 2 or 3 minutes to talk, okay? Got enough space there? Okay? Just gotta talk right into it, all right?
Hey, you know what, you guys should tell everybody to get rid of Google and download DuckDuckGo.
Yeah, DuckDuckGo is a good one.
Hi there. My name is Devin. I am 16 years old, and I have been greatly impacted by the lockdown this past year.
Yeah, I've never
I
had
have my sister here
I
with
haven't
me,
had any
Megan. She's 17, and she's also been greatly affected by these lockdowns.
Yeah.
Today is World Happiness Day. Tell me who here feels happy. And I don't want that anymore. We all deserve our freedom. And I will fight for the youth and let our voices be heard. I know that Bridget touched on this a while ago. I'm Reagan, and I'm going to tell you what's actually happening in schools. When you walk in, there are arrows in the hallway, locked like prisoners. You're stuck in desks, and they write down your names and make you sit in that desk for the entire year.
Good morning, world.
And send it to the all-contact at all. You have to stand.
Toronto, can you hear me? Toronto?
It's ridiculous. All the lockers are chained up and nobody touches them. So I'm not.
We don't have sound yet, so just continue what you're doing for now.
If we don't do
There's a speech in Toronto that's talking.
Anyway, I have here a bowl of tobacco, which I'm going to be passing around for everyone that's here to hold a little bit of tobacco in their left hand closest to your heart and say a little prayer for everyone, for the world, for world peace and for world unity, and to pray for our leadership too, to become awake to what is really happening and what really is it that they're doing, to please be honest.
I think we have sound now.
Okay, so think about everyone that's being oppressed, say a prayer with our tobacco, and prayer for world peace and oppression. Lion Manitoba, this is what we're about. We're tired of being oppressed, and we stand with the world. We stand with the whole world, and I know that this broadcast will be broadcast around the world with all our other people that stand with us, and I'm grateful for that. Thank you so much, world, for being out there and standing up for oppression and for everything that's been happening to our people. Our people are getting sick, they're committing suicide, all the restrictions and all the banning of the use of being human, basically. So I'm grateful to be here. I'm honored to be asked to do a pipe ceremony to say prayers for world peace and to end world oppression. So I'm grateful for that. In my smudge bowl, I have 4 sacred medicines: sweetgrass, sage, cedar, and a little bit of tobacco for our prayers. So we'll continue. I'm going to pass this bowl around. Each one of you can please take a little bit of tobacco if you want. You don't have to. I don't push my beliefs on anyone, but if you want to, you can hold a little bit of tobacco in your left hand and say a little prayer, and then you can put it back in the bowl. And then from there, the tobacco will travel to the pipe, and from the pipe, the prayers will travel to the Creator through the smoke. And thank you, everyone, for being here today and for your support. Thank you, world, for your support as well. I love you all, brothers and sisters, and let's keep on keeping on and keep fighting and keep believing in what we believe in. Thank you.
You have to take a bench, take a little prayer.
Have you seen any around?
This is the line in Whitby to Winnipeg. Can you hear us?
Say your prayer?
Yeah.
Okay. Put it back in the bowl.
I put it onto the earth. Is that okay? Yeah. Are we doing opening song first? I have to let him know when we have sound. Okay.
Just during the pipe. You can tell him the song.
This is the Line Canada. We're live streaming here from Toronto, where we drove all the way to Whitby, Ontario, doing a massive protest.
He's streaming Toronto, so we'll have to wait to do the song.
As you can see, there's a protest in Winnipeg.
Pardon me? Can you hear me, Toronto? Let's do song first. I think we have sound now.
Yes, we can. Can you hear us?
Yes, we're doing a
Yeah,
opening
you have
prayer
sound.
song.
We're just trying to find out what you have going on in Winnipeg. If you can let our viewers know.
We're starting our demonstration today with opening prayer song.
Rise up! Okay, we're gonna pack up here. Grab the t-shirts. We're gonna pack the truck up. Hold down equipment. Anybody that's driving, hang on in the parking lot. Either there or wherever you guys are, and we're all gonna meet that way here.
Okay. Came from my relatives that follow the Medewin, the way of the Medewin life, and I'm part of that body as well. So the song talks about the times when our people used to have to hide the ceremonies, when our ceremonies became oppressed, and our people used to go in the woods just like we are, but we're not hiding. But they used to go and hide to do their ceremonies, and so that they wouldn't have to be hung or put into prison for practicing their beliefs. Our beliefs it's not a religion, it's just a way of life. This is just how we lived our lives. Our ancestors lived our lives this way every day. Everything that we do is a ceremony. Like even when we get up in the morning, first thing in the morning, you say thank you to the Creator for opening your eyes. The last thing when you go to bed, you say thank you to the Creator for the day and for protection over during the night when you're sleeping. And then in the dream time ceremony is during the time that we sleep and we dream and the spirit speaks to us at that time. So this song talks about all these things. And if you are in Anishinaabe, Juba and Anishinaabe, you will understand the song. I just did 2 push-ups. 4 push-ups is a long song because of time, but we're good for time. We've got all the time in the world. That song was to honor our ceremonies and to honor our way of life, to honor one another as human beings through ceremony, through kindness, through love, through respect. All of these things, we honor one another as human beings this way, and every human being deserves to be respected. Every human being deserves to be loved, to be cared for. And life is precious. This morning, I just lost a dear brother of mine, that a colleague that I worked with for over 10 years, Daryl. Travel well, brother, out there in the spirit world, traveling today. Condolences to the family. Crow family from Pongas First Nation. I also want to acknowledge Buffalo Point Warrior Camp First Nation, Buffalo Point First Nation. Hello, brothers and sisters out there, warriors, American Indian movement, and all the other warriors that are all around us here. Hoping we can come together sometime soon and sit together and maybe have a pipe ceremony together, warrior, do a warrior gathering. Invite our people to join us. Thank you, world, for being out there. And I'm just going to ask that the camera be turned away for a few minutes while I do the pipe ceremony. We usually do not film the pipe ceremony part. So we'll just go ahead with that.
I'm just turning the camera away just for a few moments. We're doing the pipe ceremony right now, and we're not allowed to be recording during the pipe ceremony.
Very slightly so that he let yes.
So right now, Mary's getting ready to smoke the pipe. This is the line Manitoba, today, March 20th, 2021. We're joining in with the rest of the world for the peaceful worldwide demonstration Just wanted to say hello to our brothers and sisters from all over the world. We're standing with you today. Toronto, we're standing with you. And we have our rep in BC. She can't do a live, but she'll be sending in a recording soon of the line in BC. And I do believe we have Whitby, Ontario demonstrating today as well. So Mary's just doing prayer right now. And once she's finished the prayer, I'll turn the camera towards her again. The pipe smoking is considered very sacred. There are certain rules. No photos are to be taken. No videos are to be taken.
Tobacco now on the ground that was left from the gathering of the prayers. Prayers have been set for worldwide peace, worldwide unity. Prayers have been set for Mother Earth, the water, the sky, Grandfather Sun, Grandmother Moon, and for people to say thank you. And now I'm going to ask our brother, our dear brother. He reminds me of the little people in our culture, and he's a whole big bunch of knowledge put into one little package. When I introduce my friend Steve here,
Stuart,
say a few words. Brother?
Stuart Farley from the line Manitoba.
Stuart Farley, sorry, I'm sorry. No problem. I'm thinking of words.
What words?
Words, yes.
Think big. Think the world. Think the universe. Our current problems have got nothing to do with the local politicians. They've got to do with a very, very small group that wish to control us. They've been trying for a long time. They haven't succeeded before, and they won't succeed now.
Right on, brother.
Pecan. This is Pecan from the line Manitoba. Pecan Suvana Chain.
Basically, if you look at the measure that came down upon us, the damage has done is outweighed the benefit that they claim to be beneficial. Basically, they keep saying to keep us safe, and yet we have a suicide rate going up the roof. We have people become addicted even more. And a lot of people lose home, lose relationships, and all that. It's not. If you look around, 40 to 60% of the business in Winnipeg is small business, and when we tell them to shut their door, they could not feed their family, and it affect everyone, meaning that people could not get jobs because those businesses are closed. So just that one fact alone, the measure that came down upon us is causing harm. I don't want to throw in a conclusion here, but you guys have your own brain. You can think for yourself. Always think for yourself. Never listen to anyone. You are infinite. You are sovereign. and you are free. So you should do what you think is best for you and your family. Thank you.
Thank you. Ron, would you like to say a few words?
I'm good.
You're good? Okay.
Hello,
Signing.
world. How are you doing? Hope everything is going to be all right.
The line Manitoba, we're signing off, and maybe we'll come back in a little bit later. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye. After the commercial.
Yeah, after the commercial, we'll be back.
Thank you very much for that, Manitoba. We really enjoyed that.
Guys, I got 4 shirts left, 2 large, 2 extra large. I'd love for them to be gone so I can get rid of the box. Thank you, everyone.
So the Line Canada, that was a live feed from Winnipeg, Manitoba. There was a First Nations celebration that is part of the line. So we wanted to make sure that everybody could watch that one. Now they're obviously protesting as well for our rights and ending these lockdowns and restrictions. Right now we're here in Whitby. We urged all the way from Cobourg to Mississauga. We're meeting here for our regular protest, weekly protests. The speeches were just completed. The Line Canada is here in 4, and we're just about to get ready for a march. So not only are we marching, but we're also doing a motorcade as well. All the vehicles that showed up, and we will be marching. For those that are just tuning in, with the Line Canada, that symbol that you've been seeing, that black circle with the line, that is the letter which stands for oppression, and the line crosses right across, which is the line that we draw against oppression. Visit our website, thelinecanada.com. This is Lamont Dago here. He's also start with the.
How's everybody doing today? Whitby was an amazing turnout today. These are amazing people. My goodness. Amazing.
Hey guys, I got some pamphlet flyer type thing up here with some information on the mass exemptions and some other information in there about the medical exemptions, just a ton of literature. You guys want to take this, whatever, do whatever you want with it, and then I want to take it home with me.
We love you too!
Hey guys, sorry for the delay. We're starting to line up cars along the street here. You guys are going to get in your car and meet us over here now.
Getting prepared now to do the march. So anybody that's going to be driving in their vehicle is getting into their car to start lining up with the march. If you're watching, if you're just tuning in right now, we're at Whitby, the City Hall. And join us. We're here protesting against the lockdowns, these unlawful restrictions. we're on space for Sunday right now, so we're gonna check that out. Very large turnout today. You see there's groups of protesters that have gone across the street. There's a group that's parked over there. And there's Bridget from the Lion Youth League. It's a lot of support, a lot of vehicles that just keep honking. Should be about minutes, and we'll be ready to go and start heading up on the march.
This was going to happen last year.
There you have a pickup truck where we're loading the speakers, getting ready for our march. There's the banner. There's the vehicles that are getting ready for the motorcade.
I'm only 135 pounds. I'm less. No, you're not.
The vehicles are everywhere. People are parking that aren't part of the protest, that are just starting to park, honking. There's a lot of people that are coming out to show their support. Here we have everybody starting to set up. There's Lamont, seems to be getting ready for leading the march as well.
Shake that!
Showing you all the vehicles that are starting to line up on the side of the road, and they're preparing for the lead truck that will be coming out to lead the march, setting up music on the pickup truck.
I gotta drive in front of you guys, so you guys get to last time. He was yeah. You guys wanna walk up to the front? It's up to you guys. Just kind of make everybody wait for a bit. If you want to do that, then I'll come right up behind you. Take the second lane, right? Pedestrians can mingle between them. Yeah, right? Come on. You're gonna pull up behind. All mix in together. Okay. So we're gonna walk there. They're gonna go up there. Everybody else gonna follow them. Watch back.
There we go. It's about to start setting up right now. So everybody's going to the front of the line, getting the banner for people to start following it, so that the march is very well organized and safe. There we go. I'll go to the front. So once that's set up, the lead truck that's got the speaker and the music on it will join. You can see the amount of vehicles. There's upward of 200 to 300 vehicles here so far.
We're just going for the guy that is in front of the march, and they'll be able to spring the front. Yeah. What's going on? You guys, you found us.
So that was the lead truck, already and organized, which means the march will be ready to go any minute now.
Want us in front or behind you? Yeah, I am. Yeah. You want us in front of you, Jim, or behind you? You want us in front or behind you? Okay.
I want to.
You want me, Jeremy? You want us behind? This is the beginning. I don't care. Sure. Yes, there you Yeah, we should all be behind. Yeah. Put it right by the truck.
The line Canada. We're converged here in Whitby, Ontario, all the way from Cobourg to Mississauga. We're all meeting locally at Whitby. We're here to protest ending the lockdown and these unlawful restrictions. We're out here. Check us out, thelinecanada.com. We have hundreds and hundreds of vehicles that are joining into a motorcade with the Line Canada. We ask everybody to get involved and to support to end these unlawful restrictions. Check us out at thelinecanada.com. We're just going live here so you can watch and see what's going on. We've had, for an hour, there was a lot of speeches that were taking place. And now we're just going to go live and show you what's going on. There's a pretty large turnout. Once again, if you're just tuning in, we're in Whitby. You're more than welcome to show up. We're here at City Hall, about to start going on our march.
part of mine. I keep my eyes wide open all the time. I keep the ends out till the tide flies. Because I walk the line.
There's a lot of support, all the vehicles, as you can see, that pass by, always honking, a lot of support. Seems the community is very, very supportive of what's going on. And there they go.
Yeah, go back again. Try to like hitting jump and get like 15 feet of air. So it's like.
I'll show you the amount of cars that are joined in this motorcade. It's a long stretch. So I get to the end of the line, and there's another group of protesters.